Hello, and welcome to the RippleNami data visualization call. One of the things we wanted to do is demonstrate the power of data once you have it in your hand. Our system is a data visualization system which takes data from any source. The data we're about to show comes from World Bank, USAID, UN, and other NGOs. Some of it has been said it's government data. We don't know the validity of the data, but this demonstration to just show you the power of data once you start to see it on a map. First off, on the left-hand side is what we call our layer tray. And this layer tray is just like a file cabinet. You have your main cabinet called DRC, and then you have folders with the names of agriculture, boundaries, forest, mining, oil, population, transmission, transportation, and water. And these are just some of the subcategories that we've selected. So in order to start to visualize a country, well, we're going to first start with, the boundaries. So if we pull in and outline the 26 provinces of DRC, and we then demonstrate the province Vasili that we want to look at. And we want to start to see what are the resources, the infrastructure of this province. We can also always overlay, I want to start by overlaying the transmission. So we'll look at it from a country level, and then we'll drill down to a province level. So when we look at the existing electricity, you can see it populates over in the west and into the southeast. Back to our layer tray. Let's look at what was planned. And you'll start to see the planned electricity runs through the province we're looking at, all the way through the majority of the country to the south and to the north. Next, let's look at the mining industry. That's a very big industry. These are labeled as a 2015 permit. We'll add them in. Those that are right now operating and those that are being explored. And we can see very quickly that there's a couple exploration permits up in the province. I'm also going to overlay the forest. Two different types of forests. We have a bunch of different areas. We'll first overlay the parks, so you can see the parks, the protected areas, and then those where the forest titles are as of 2013. We start to get a picture really of the DRC landscape. The forests are in the northwest quadrant, while the mining is along the eastern border and the southern. The last thing that I'll overlay is the oil permits, and you'll be able to see very quickly, again, more the central area of DRC and this. So that's kind of the lay of the land. We have a lot more boundaries. We can overlay navigable water, rivers, and you can see the navigable water. So that's a lot of data for now. So what I would like to do is close this off and look over at our layer tray so that we can turn every single data off or on. So I can turn off the forest, I can turn them back on. I can, one other piece of data I thought would be valuable is the conflicts in the area from 2015 and 2016. You can see they showed, and we can click on each one. If it's red, there was a loss of life. We'll pull this up. We can see it was a violence against civilians. It was in 2016. It was during a protest and one fatality versus those that were conflict with no fatalities. So it starts to give you a picture of up in this area of the province that we're looking at. There is a little bit of violence, not a lot. There are some assets. We have some forest titles here, and we have some mining. and we have a national forest with some proposed electricity. Now let's go in and dig in a little bit globally. I'm sorry, a little bit more finite. So I'm going to turn off some of the oil permits because that's not relative, and I'm going to turn off the conflicts for now. And I'm going to turn off the highlighted area, and I'm actually going to turn off the provinces because I want to get down to a street level. And I'm going to go to the capital, just type it in, and it'll take me right to it. And I can drill all the way down to a street level. Once we see the street level, we can go all the way down to a house. And the purpose of this would be, what if we could map all the schools, the healthcare facilities, the transportation. We have a church here. You can see. We've got, what this is. That's the center. So you can start to see and city plan all the way down. You can go all the way down to the street level. And you can start to see the homes, the houses, the infrastructure, and overlay what taxation, who's paying what taxation. If you have surface tax for forest, is that being collected? Is there property tax being collected? Where are the agriculture areas? So there's a lot we can start to layer in so that we have a view of each entire city, population, the resources they need, resources they have, and how you start to develop your whole entire province. Another area that we can do, I'm going to go back to the layer tray, is I want to pull in the territories. So I can actually go based on the boundaries. I can go into the territories as well. So you can see each one of the districts and territories. So you can drill down even further. So as you start to do city planning, you can see each area. There is, forest products here. You can see the date, 1989 was the permit. Anything there is to know about this forest permit, or even a mine. You can see it's diamond and gold, the company that's there. What's the cubic feet? The date is issued, and the last time this was reported was 2011. I don't know what is accurate versus what is not accurate, but this begins to tell you a story. I'm going to go back out and look at the province again, and I'm going to zoom out. So you can quickly see, and I'm going to take off the territories because that's a little junky. You can start to see the resources that you have of the mines, the forest. You can actually see there are mines within the forest. We found some other data that indicated that there's artisanal mines, so we could fly over satellites to start adding that data. But to us, data is power, and without knowing everything is everything, all the infrastructure, resources, how do you start to plan? How do you start to tax? What does your population need? We can take it to a street level. We can zoom it out to a global level. We can see what's going on in the other areas. We can add in water. You can add in anything you want. It's a very simple, easy technology to start to visualize your world, whatever that means. The other thing is we have this set up in a fashion to where it is like an organization chart. There could be the province level, there could be the territory level, the city level, even a village level. And the data can be segregated to that end. And the people, say in the city, could only see the city data. The people in the territory could see the territory data, and those in the province could see the province level. So that you're all working off the same data set. When one area is updated, everybody sees the data. So that is the power of our system. From a data visualization point, it is a cloud-based system. It can work offline. If you're out in the field collecting census of people or whatever you want to collect that data, upload it when you get back in. And it's editable, and it is real time. So you don't have to wait for the World Bank data that's 4 to 5 years dated. And as we have here, this was the most recent data we could find, was 2013 forest titles. And that comes from the Minister of Environment's office. Surely they have to have something more updated, but we can't find it. Same with the mining exploration. So I hope that helps. Happy to answer any questions, and happy to meet in New York in the following weeks if we want to explore. Thank you.